Okay, John B, thanks very much for talking to us. Did you enjoy yourself tonight? Have you played Newcastle before?
It was great, it was fabulous. I haven't played in Newcastle for ages. I can't even remember the last time. It would have been when I was up here, when I was studying in Durham, so that's like 10 years ago. So tonight was really good, and it's a fucking good club here, and the booth is really nice, and you know, you feel like you're actually doing something and people are listening to you. So that was really cool, and it kind of helped that Ed Rush, his flight was cancelled tonight, so he couldn't come. So I ended up playing 2 hours or more than 2 hours instead of one, which is great. And I'm so glad I got to do that, because if there were some other DJs that were just booked for 1 quick hour and ended up having to do 2 or 3 hours, I feel I was kind of honoured that I was put in that situation where I was playing at peak time here in Newcastle, and I got to play for 2 hours and play what I like, and not have to do 1 hour of super duper mega rinse out bullshit. But yeah, basically, it's fucking great to play there, and it was really good that I got to play a peak time set on a Friday night in England and play what I like and drum and bass that I consider to be good. And I didn't play any fucking crappy jump up. Well, oh no, that sounds bad. Hello, I'm doing an interview. His arse is calling me. See, that was DJ Longer. Insane. He's a good lad though.
Cool, thank you.
And he blah 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 blah. Yeah,
so you've played a lot of places around the world. Have you got any particular favourite locations or venues, and if so, why?
No.
Nothing at all?
I have a girlfriend now, so basically I used to kind of, I had this series of criteria for where I like to go. Ease of getting there is important. Obviously the club itself, and if the booth is nice, and if it's busy, and if it's a good club is good. Number of girls I know there is very important. And the weather. So those are all the kind of things that used to be interesting to me, and that's, you know, that would be what would be an influence to me. And if you said, hey, where do you want to go? I'd be like, okay, I'll factor all these kind of things in. Nowadays, really, it's just about if it's a good venue, if it's a good club, if it's busy, and if no one stresses me out.
Okay, so your recent tunes are very reminiscent of the electro kind of pop sound of the 1980s. What is it that attracts you to that kind of sound?
Well, I've gone through my whole phase of getting super into that. When I first moved into it, it was really the 80s sound and just electronic synthesizer sound. Just attracted me because it's simple, it's very clear. Drum and bass can be very messy and very noisy at times because it's very sample based, and you know, breaks and everything is all, you know, you're sampling stuff from all these unknown sources. And I'm kind of a scientific person. That was what my degree was, cellular biology. I'm a very organised, very specific scientific person, and 80s music and electronic music, stuff I know, classic album for me is The Human League, Dare. You know, perfect pop, perfectly recorded, virtually no guitars or anything. It's all just electronic instruments. And in terms of making something sound fat in a big club, play something like that in a huge sound system, like here at Digital. That's the one, you know, and it's different, and it's also challenging for me because drum and bass is my chosen kind of genre, and that's what I'm really into, and that's what I've always been into. But I've always wanted to try and make it a bit different and bring in different subgenres into drum and bass, and kind of electro and 80s styles has been my thing. And drum and bass is very busy, kind of messy at times, and to simplify it and make it much more electronic.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like techno drum and bass. I know there's, you know, neurofunk and things like that. It's kind of a different type of drum and bass, but it's taking that idea in a different style. But I wanted to go for a kind of electro, like simplifies electro trash and bring that kind of thing into drum and bass.
Okay, so your image is very, very different compared to a lot of the D&B fraternity. Is that something that's influenced by the music, or is it just retro culture in general that you're into?
It's weird how I got to where I am, and sometimes I look at photos taken from when I'm playing. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, John? Like, you know, especially for drum and bass, it's just it's different.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I'm just a dude wearing some slightly different clothes. But yeah, like it's inspired from, you know, the way that people like Bowie and Madonna changed their ideas, and like with different albums they'd have different looks, and it's hard to go into now, especially after I've been playing for a couple of hours.
Sure.
I'm a bit drunk and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, with drum and bass, it was too easy, basically.
Yeah.
Like other drum and bass DJs and producers and stuff all just, you know, wear what they want to wear and just do normal kind of stuff. And I saw when I got into electro clash and electro and anything that goes with that, is that, you know, you can totally express yourself. I'm shit, like in comparison to all the people I see on the London electro scene and people that are really good at this stuff. Like I'm just like fucking, you know, trundling along on their coattails in comparison. I'm doing my best to try and be a bit different and stuff.
Sure.
But there's people out there that are so creative, and like people like your mum and your dad. Not your mum and your dad. Like they're these DJ guys in London, and there's just a whole scene out there that's so really exciting and cool. And I thought if there's some way I could bring that to drum and bass and try and encourage people to dress differently and like at least just say it's okay, and especially for drum and bass people, like you don't just have to wear fucking baggy trousers and a hoodie and be a rude boy and smoke weed and drink beer, and you know, if you do anything that's different from that, you're stupid. Like, what the fuck? I mean, there were people out there tonight that were dressed really differently, and you know, obviously seen what I do and taken something from it, and you know, okay, there's only a few people doing that, but thank fuck, man. Like, there's some people in Newcastle that are dressing weird because of me, I think, and that's good. I just need to kind of take it a bit further.
Absolutely.
I feel like, I know, I've got a responsibility now, and I've just got so much shit to do, I can't kind of take control of it. Oh no, give me a hug.
So good, man.
It'll be alright.
So good.
Everything will be
so
okay.
good. That was cool.